Get ready for University of Georgia basketball.
Play here. It is going to happen here in Georgia.
He's good. He muscled it in through 2 tech defenders.
I'm committed to helping make that happen.
Good on that. My goodness. Blue Kane strokes it from the right corner.
Go Dogs.
Showtime. One-handed strike. Oh, yeah. Got the bounce off the rim and the glass, and it falls through. Georgia will win it. How about them Dogs?
The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Dogs basketball. Georgia basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, alongside Chuck Dowdle, let's go courtside and join the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
And your starting lineups are fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Here are the lineups for tonight. Georgia with a record of 9-1, coached by Mike White in his 4th year. A record of 65-47 in Athens. His starting 5 tonight features Blue Kane, a 6'5 junior guard from Knoxville, Tennessee, second leading scorer on the team, and the team's leading rebounder, 5.6 boards per contest. Jordan Ross is a 6'3 guard from Pleasant Grove, Utah. He's a transfer from St. Mary's. Jeremiah Wilkinson is a 6'1 sophomore guard from Powder Springs, Georgia, a transfer from California. And the bigs for the Dogs tonight, Cannon Catchings, a 6'9 sophomore forward from Brownsburg, Indiana, transfer from BYU. And Samto Surreal, 6'11 sophomore center from Nigeria. For Western Carolina, 4-6 on the year. Tim Kraft is their head coach in his 2nd season in Cullowhee, North Carolina. 12-28 is his 2-year record. His starting 5, Cord Stansberry, a 6'4 redshirt junior guard from Bermuda Dunes, California. He's a transfer from Pepperdine. C.J. Highland, a 6'1 sophomore guard from Loganville, Georgia. Julian Samaro, a 5'11 graduate transfer guard from Bronx, New York. He's a transfer from East Carolina. Abdullah Fantakaba, a 7-foot sophomore transfer. He's a center from Sierra Leone. He's a transfer from Denver. And Marcus Kell, their number 1 guy, at least as far as scoring is concerned, 3rd leading rebounder on the team, a 6'8 redshirt junior forward from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Those are the lineups. We'll get to our keys and the tip after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Keys to the game driven by Ford F-150. Check out the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs, at your local Ford dealer today. Chuck's got our keys. Chucky.
All right, well, the first thing, Scott, look, we got to realize immediately, look, 4 of our last 5 games have been against elite big teams in big conferences. We've talking about, Xavier, Clemson, Florida State, Cincinnati. Western Carolina's not in that league, but let me tell you something. If you think for 1 second that they can't beat you, you're going to leave here tonight very disappointed. So get your attitude right. Secondly, shot selection. It's been great for us lately. Let's keep it that. And defensively, put your head, make them put their head, on a swivel inside. Let's make it real tough on them to score inside. Let them know that they're going to have to earn everything they get in the paint.
And the opening tap is knocked out of bounds across the way. It's going to be Georgia basketball to get us started here. And we're underway at Stegman Coliseum. The Dogs in their home white uniforms working on the right end of the floor. Western Carolina with a basketball for the first time. They try to run an alley-oop towards the rim. It's deflected and stolen by the Dogs. Ross with the ball up the near sideline to Wilkinson for 3. There's a quick scan of energy 3 by Jeremiah. Put the Dogs on the board, 3-0.
And let's give a little tip of the hat to Samto, who got his hand up and deflected their alley-oop attempt.
Back to Ross. Ross dribbles behind a screen from Sompto, who's wearing a mask tonight. Hit in the face a couple of times against Cincinnati. Catching's runner won't go, but there's Sompto for the follow and the dunk.
Yeah, you better block him off the glass on that end of the floor if you're a Western Carolina Catamount, because otherwise it's going to be easy pickings for him.
Man. Dogs ball. Kane has it. 1 foot on the logo. Dribbles to his right inside the arc. Curls towards the basket. Floats it up and in right off the square. Running layup good. Blue with his first bucket. 7-3. Dogs in front.
We'll take it.
Could have been a makeup for the goaltending
miss.
That wasn't called. Who knows? We play on. Ross for 3. Left of the circle. Good! Jordan Ross with a Scana Energy three-pointer. They're coming early tonight. That's their second of the game.
Well,
and it's 10-3 Dogs.
And good shot selection too, Scott.
Going to the corner. It's deflected by Kane. Right back to Stansberry. He'll drive into the lane and pop a little one-hander.
I got to tell you, he had one eye, though, on Sompto. He was able to get that up over him, but that's a tough shot.
Dogs get it into the front court in a hurry. Give it to Ross. He's got the hot hand. Another 3 from the right slot for Jordan Ross. Second basket, both of them threes. 15-8, Dogs by 7. And then Sompto at 5.1. So all 3 of those guys over 5 a game. Here's Blue for 3 on the right end. Good. Blue Kane with a Scana 3 from the right wing, his first of the game. Picks it up, no good. Rebound absent. Half-court pass to Millender. He pops into the paint, kicks it into the corner instead to Bailey. He'll drive on the baseline all the way to the rim and up and in, Chuck.
Very nice. Went baseline on him and then cut back up underneath the glass and laid it in with his left hand. Beautiful.
Dogs increase the lead to 10, 20-10, largest lead of the game. Transfer.
Another turnover.
Passes down on the baseline. It's poked away by the Dogs. Bailey off and running left to right. They pass it into the corner, up the wing to Kane. He'll attack. Floater down the lane. Good by Blue Kane with the right hand. 22-10, Georgia by a dozen. Millender guarded by Petway in the backcourt. Over the timeline right now. Spins to his right. Feeds to Bailey. Justin dribbles on the left wing. Back to Smurf with a screen. Straight on between the circles. Dribbles behind the screen. Inside the arc. Fade away. Bottom.
Smurf created his own space that time. Got a little push off. Back stepped and buried the jumper.
I like that. 7 turnovers by Western so far. And Georgia with 12 points off those turnovers. Western Carolina has 2 points off 1 Georgia turnover. Dogs have the ball. We bring it up the length of the floor. Jordan Ross with the basketball through the paint. Lobs it to Catchings. A catch and shoot 3. Good, all net. He ripped it from the right wing right in front of the Western Carolina bench. That's his first basket of the game and Georgia's 5th 3 of the half. It's 27-14. Half a game. That's his 14th three-pointer this season. Doesn't hit a lot of those, but he hit that one. 27-17, Dogs by 10 with the ball. Bailey's got it between the circles. High lob to Sompto, comes above the right elbow. Gives it to Wilkins. Curls down the lane, going away from the basket.
Oh, my goodness.
Flips it up and in with the right hand. Banked it home right off the top of the square.
Way
going away from the basket, Chuck. How did he get that to go?
I have no idea, but it went.
Steal by Catchings, knocked to Ross, to the rack, reverse lay-in, good by Jordan Ross. He's got 8. 31-17, Dogs with a burst. Lead by 14, matching the largest lead of the half. Less than 10 minutes to go, first half. Another steal by the Dogs. Poked away, right to Bailey, to Catchings. Alley-oop, dunk to Wilkins. Another highlight shot by the freshman from Lilburn, Georgia.
So, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Little showtime from the Dogs, and Tim Kraft says, we need a timeout down here on our end of the floor.
Somebody needs to block 21 off the glass.
Catchings got the ball from Bailey in the corner and just lobbed it up to Wilkins, who was flying right down the lane.
Yeah, you just throw it up there really high where nobody can get it but 21.
Yeah, because that dude, he can live above the rim. My goodness. 33-21. Dogs sprinted into the front court. Now go back to work in the half-court set. 8:40 to go first half. Wilkinson, left-handed dribble, switches hands to the rack. He stretches and lays it in good, and a foul.
Well, he's quick, isn't he?
That first step,
that's
he's gone.
Fun to watch. I mean, that's blink of an eye stuff. Blink of an eye, and he's gone by you.
Catchings hit the back of the rim with it. Cannon went up high, rebounded it with two hands. Dribbles it into the paint on the right end of the floor, goes to Wilkinson in the corner. Tries to spin out of trouble. He fires to Millender. Smurf for three. Good! He rips it from straight ahead between the circles. Smurf with his first three of the game. And the Dogs 6 out of 10 on the three ball. 39-23. Georgia by 16 and cooking with 7:42 to go. Won't go. Rebound Georgia. Ross has it up the far sideline. He's bumped on the wing. No call. To the rack all the way. Lay in good. There's a whistle.
And there was the call. It was just a little late getting the...
Like 3, 2, 1. Blow it. Okay. Somto on the year at 57% from the line. Started the game 19 of 33 this season. And he misses that second one. Harsh rebound back to Wilkins. Caromed over to Somto, and he's going to take it right down the lane and dunk it. Oh, that's one way to finish. And that's the best way. That gets us to 50 in the half. 50-34. Three ball left corner by Stansberry off the iron. Rebound to the Dogs. Catching, attacking. Into the corner. Wilkins baseline jumper. Good. That's a three. He was behind the line. Deep in the left corner. Jake with a three. He's got 7.
The fact that they've got as many points in the paint as we do, that's astounding. And it shouldn't happen.
Dogs will work on the left end of the floor here at Stegman from our vantage point. Catching's down the lane. Oh, nasty jam. He brought that arm way back, cocked and loaded, and brought down the hammer. Catchings with the first points of the second half.
And everybody in a purple jersey cleared out of the way.
They did. They saw it coming. Inside, slashing through is Marcus Kell. Ross defending with Somto helping. Nothing there. Throw it back out to half court with 5 to shoot. Dumassi penetrates. Had a look, didn't take it. Kicks to Kell for a line drive 3 around the rim and off. No good. Rebound Blue Kane for the Dogs. Blue attacks to the rack. Runs into Kaba. Banks it home and draws contact and a foul. Count the basket for Blue and send him to the line for an and one.
And guess who's getting up off the pine once again? Blue. I'll tell you, he gets knocked down. He gets back up, goes at it again.
Too much of a good thing for C.J. Highland. 58-45, Dogs by 13. Georgia has possession. Ross dribbles along the three-point line, now penetrates into the lane. Stretches, tried to scoop it up and in with one hand, wouldn't go. Somto got the rebound. He makes it go with his 27th dunk of the year.
That was not much doubt about it. He doesn't give it much of a chance to miss when you do that.
And the rim is weeping on this end of the floor after that dunk. Tapped away, stolen by the Dogs. Somto overhead to Wilkinson. Oh, look at that! Showtime bounced it high off the floor. It looked like a dunk contest. He bounced it off the floor high and went up to the rim. He caught it on the way up and flushed it.
I'm going to say he's practiced that a time or two in the gymnasium.
Not sure we see that in the game too many times. 69-54, Dogs in front. 13:27 to go in the game. James has the ball on the logo. Passes to his left to Millender. Smurf dribbles to the foul line. Jump stop in the paint. One-hander up and in. Good. Smurf now with 13. 71-54 Dogs. Stansberry over the logo. Moves by Bailey. Tried a backdoor pass. Deflected out of the lane and right over to Jake Wilkins. No look up ahead to James on the baseline. One hands it to Somto in the paint. Reverse pivot.
Oh,
good. And a foul.
How about the big man with a nice spin move?
Fakes to the right, reverse pivot left, down the lane, all the way to the rack, and the layup is good as he adjusts that facial mask that he's wearing tonight. He's going to the line for an and one. Fisher Brown is checked in for Western Carolina for the first time. A 6'4 sophomore from Montana. 76-56. Pair of free throws by Kell. Bring it back to 20. Oh, alley-oop lob to Somto. He finishes like he always does, up high with a dunk.
Jordan Ross, beautiful alley-oop.
Dozen points in the game for Somto. He's got 10 boards as well. His second double-double of his Georgia career. Through good. Made 1 out of 2. 78-57, Georgia. Catchings into the front court. Hands off to Kane. Over to Ross on the logo. Back to Stagg. Kareem with a low dribble, one hand in the other, trying to get control in the lane. Kane's got the ball now. He gets control, steps underneath, and lays it up and in. Reverse lay-in gets him in double figures for the 11th straight game.
He finds more ways, Scott, to get the ball to the rim when he is in the paint underneath.
80-57. Blue now with 11 points. Georgia by the 22-point lead. Large lead of the game has been 25 by the Dogs. Western Carolina has not led tonight. Petway attacks, throws it along the baseline. They'll hand it off to Dumassi, and he'll Euro step his way into the lane and lay it up from the left side of the rim. Dumassi with 7, 83-63. Three ball Wilkinson. All net good. He ripped it. Got knocked to the floor. He fell down on his own, says Doug Childs. Trying to draw a foul over there. Didn't get the call. Wilkinson now with 18 points. That's his second three of the game. And a foul in the backcourt. Petway with one more foul shot. Shooting into the band down to our right. And they're trying to make him miss, but didn't have any luck that time. He makes it. 86-64, Dogs in front. Less than 8 minutes remaining. Smurf diagonally into the front court. Going to go by Petway. Hand it off on a wraparound to Stagg, and there's his first points of the game on a two-handed dunk. He had to gather himself and gather the ball, and then he went up hard and dunked it home.
Well, we just got to get Dillon now.
Smith, shot blocked underneath by Wilkins. Dogs with the basketball. Smurf to Jake for three. Off the iron, no good. Stagg, one-handed offensive rebound. Kick out Wilkinson for three, left wing. Good! Jeremiah Wilkinson with a Scana Energy three-pointer from the left wing, and we're into a timeout with 7:24 to go.
And we're into the 90s on the scoreboard at 91 points.
91-64, 64 to be exact. Let's say that again, 91-64. And Wilkinson with 21 as we go into the break with 7:24 remaining. We'll come back to Athens right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network. 9 away from it right now. Johnson with a running layup high off the glass, sails well over the rim, no good. Rebound Georgia. Wilkinson for three on the left end, good! Jeremiah with another Scana Energy three-pointer. He's got 24 points now.
There's smoke coming off his hands.
Fourth three of the game.
He's that hot.
He is indeed.
Jake didn't have a lead on the defender. The defender was in front, and it went right off his leg out of bounds for Georgia.
Smurf inbounds it to Sompto. He hands it back to Smurf, but he almost rolled it back to him. Millender with 8. Alley-oop lob to Sompto. He caught it below the rim and just banked it off the square. He didn't dunk it this time. Sompto Surreal with 14 points. And that's a career best for the big man. And he's got a double-double tonight also.
And we got a triple-digit game here.
100-72. Fifth 100-point game by the Dogs this season. The highest scoring team in college hoops. Put an extra Go Dogs in your wallet with the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Order at regions.com/Go Dogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Well, Georgia had 54 at the half. We've got 102 now. We lead 102-75. Sompto Surreal out of the ball game now with 4 fouls. He's most likely done for the remainder of the game, but quite a performance by the sophomore from Nigeria. He has a double-double, the second of his Georgia career. He also had a career-high 14 points, one off his career high for rebounds. He's got 10 of those tonight. 6 for 6 from the floor.
And that's having to wear that mask, too, because getting hit in the eye against Cincinnati.
How about this, Chuck? Sompto, 12 for 12 from the field in his last 2 games. He was 6 for 6 against Cincinnati, 6 for 6 tonight against Western Carolina.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to speak for Mike White, but I think he'd take that every time out of the box.
Steal by Kareem Stagg. He blocked the pass, picked up the loose ball, runs the floor, and then awkwardly threw it away as he was being fouled, but no whistle. Western Carolina takes it, runs the other way. Abson going to block the layup attempt. Third block of the game by the Dogs, and they foul Ross.
Oh!
He threw up a circus shot from the near sideline after the whistle, and it bounced off the rim. That thing almost went. How about that? It's like, Jordan, you got shots anyway coming.
If they had that gone, I'd love to have seen if the officials would have counted it.
I think it was after the whistle, and they probably weren't going to give him continuation, but I don't know. It didn't go, but it was close. Ross at the line, free throw, number one good. Jordan's had a nice night scoring as well. He's got 13 points in the game. Dogs 103, Western Carolina 75. Again, the Dogs' fifth 100-point game this season. Second free throw is good by Jordan Ross. He's 4 for 5 from the line tonight. Kane comes out of the ball game. Dogs with Bailey and Ross, Wilkins, Abson, and Stagg are 5 on the floor with 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Western Carolina possession. They trail by 29. Far side of the floor, Dumassi, the 6'4 guard from France. Jump pass near side. They go in the corner for a three. The line drive by Kell is off the mark. Hits the rim. No good. Rebound Dogs. Ross into the front court to Stagg. Passes back to Ross. Jordan puts it on the floor just south of the logo. Gets a screen from Abson. Rolls to the basket. Dumps it inside to him. Abson tried to get back in the paint to Wilkins, and they fouled Justin on the screen and roll. 2 shots coming now for Justin Abson, the former App State transfer. Up there in the same neck of the woods, more or less, as Western Carolina out of Cullowhee, North Carolina. In the Southern Conference, they were 8-22 last year in Tim Kraft's first season as their new head coach. And they went 4-14 in the SoCon. Kraft spent 11 years as the head coach at Gardner-Webb. Pair of free throws good by Abson.
31-point lead.
106-75. 2:25 remaining. They throw it inside to Smith. Spin move. Leaner on the right side is good. Tayshaun Smith with the basket. 106-77. Dogs in front. Ross will dribble between the circles for Georgia. They work in the front court, left in. Stagg for three. Good, all net. Kareem Stagg with his first 3 of the game. He's got 7 tonight. That's Georgia's 11th three-pointer, and even 50% as well after that make. 11 out of 22 from three-point shot. Johnson floater along the right baseline. Missed it off the rim. Rebound Abson. Dogs are on the floor. Alley-oop. Ross to Wilkins. And Jake with a high two-handed dunk.
Oh, my gosh. I thought that Jordan had thrown that way too high.
Nothing is too high. Back of the backboard. Kell, top of the backboard. Kell with a 3 there for Western Carolina to quiet the crowd a little bit. And the Dogs want a substitution timeout to empty the bench and get everybody in. 111-80 is our score. Extended minutes. Well, not really. I thought there were I thought there was more time remaining. Klatsky and Jaden Newell will come into the ball game with 1:18 to go. Jaden Newell, Brandon Klatsky. Newell, 6'8", redshirt junior forward from Destin, Florida. Klatsky, 6'4", redshirt junior guard from Colts Neck, New Jersey. 111-80. Smurf back in the game as well. Millender fires it into Newell. 1:16 on the clock. Dogs with a 111-80 lead. Ross thought about the 3. Dribbles and drives instead. They foul him on the pump fake. Dumassi called for the foul. And free throws coming for Jordan Ross with 67 seconds remaining in the game. Dogs' next outing will be here at home on Monday. Stegman Coliseum Monday afternoon, welcoming West Georgia into the building.
2 o'clock tip.
We'll be on the air at 1:35. Ross missing the free throw, back of the rim, and no good. 1:35 airtime, as Chuck said, 2 o'clock tip
That gives everybody plenty of time to still get out, Scott, and shop for our presence.
That's right. Second free throw is good by Jordan Ross. Western Carolina's next game, they go back home and host Wofford in their Southern Conference opener, but not until December 31st. So they have almost 2 more weeks before they play again. 112-80, Georgia in front. Western Carolina ball, less than a minute remaining. Smith dribbles into the paint. Newell defends. Throws it out to Stansberry. Back to Smith. He'll dunk. He spun away from the defender and was left open. And he finished it strong with a two-handed dunk. 112-82. Georgia attacks with Smurf. Tried to underhand it up and in. Newell had the rebound, but they stole it. And now Georgia trying to steal it on the other end. Western Carolina for 3. Left corner. Too much on it. No good. Klatsky collects the rebound. Gives it to Smurf. Shot clock is off. Mike White says get it over the timeline and then dribble out the clock. Dogs are going to win it. 112-82 tonight should be the final, unless something weird happens here in the last 10 seconds. Dogs with their 5th game this season over 100 points, and that ties the school record. Dogs win it right now as the clock hits 0. 112-82. We'll talk with one of the winning players when we come back. Georgia winner tonight, 112-82 on Western Carolina. Region's Locker Room Report next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to wire to win the SEC tournament.